recording. Since you remember yesterday, we started by doing the grading exercise, and yesterday we did the email. I believe, my dear students, most of you did it very, very well. I just have a few corrections for you. Let me share you now, okay?
Okay, teacher.
So here it goes. Yes. In the first case, Ivan, I believe that you did an amazing, amazing job. As you know, or since you know, it is really important to divide the paragraphs so that your ideas can be more understandable. So you did it very, very well in that case because you separated, you splitted the ideas. And as you can see, we have short paragraphs that are really and easy to understand. There is just one recommendation. Remember, at the end, I hope you have a beautiful day. And remember, it is always important to write sincerely or best regards, comma, and then your name. That is the only thing, that is the only correction, but the rest, you did it very, very well, okay? Congratulations, Ivan.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Got it. Let's carry on now with Sylvie. Perfect, Sylvie, same for you. You did it very, very well. I hope that you're very good with your family. I'm excited about your invitation to participate in the walking group, but I need to invite my wife to participate too. I consider it's a good idea that you could use publishing in WhatsApp statuses and Facebook. Okay, I believe here the word publish, it's like a really formal word. In that case, Sylvie, I believe the most suitable word, it could be post. Okay? Publicaciones in English, in Spanish, post.
De postear. Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Yes, because publish is more like publish a book, publish a novel, more formal word, okay?
Okay, teacher.
So perfect. I believe that on weekend is the best option for walking because most of people have a lot of free time on Saturdays and Sundays. Yes, don't forget Saturdays and Sundays always with uppercase. In English, Monday, Tuesdays, all the days gotta be with uppercase. I hope you have a wonderful day. Sincerely, Sylvie. Yes, congratulations, Sylvie. You did it very, very well too, okay? I believe that is the only correction.
Thank you, teacher.
Nice. Let's carry on now with Zamira. Hi, good evening, Zamira. Welcome.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening. Are you okay? Was there any problem with the electricity in your neighborhood?
No, in my neighborhood, I get electricity. I don't have electricity from 8 to 1 p.m. No more.
Ah, okay. From 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, so you're able to connect your class, your English class, and you don't
Yes.
have any problem, right?
Without problems. Yes.
Okay, super. So Zamira, I was telling the corrections for the emails, and let's check now in this part. Hi Harper, thanks for your help. I think that creating a group for this reason is an excellent idea. All the people interested in walking group should know the rules and recommendations. I prefer the weekend for my job. I can't on a weekday. I want to come with the group, but tomorrow is impossible for me. Take care. See you, Samir. Okay. Okay. I believe just the only thing that you forgot to write, remember, is the suggestion or recommendations for the advertise. Ya, advertise es como anunciar, ¿no? Como, sí, promocionar, advertise. ¿Ok?
Yes, I I I read this part and I answer. The second paragraph is the suggest. All the people interested in the working group should know the rules and recommendation. Is a ratification about the advertisement.
Okay, yeah, but I believe that you're a little bit confused about the meaning of advertise. In Spanish, advertise comes to our mind advertencia, no? But in English, advertencia is warning. Warning, advertencia. Advertise es como promocionar, como anunciar. Okay. And Harper is asking you some recommendations to advertise the walking group. Okay. So as for example, in the case of Sylvie, she said, it's a good idea that you could use post in WhatsApp statuses and Facebook. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I believe that is the only one, but the rest is correct. Congratulations, Amira. You did an excellent job. And tell me here, why did you write 3 points, 3 periods?
It's I write that this way.
It's like to be continued, right? Continuará. The story is not over.
No, it's my personal form to put the 3 points and like a happy face as a 3 points or 4 points. I don't know.
Okay, so this is your personal signature.
Yeah.
Amazing. I believe that's correct. If you have your own style, I believe it's very, very good as long as it is understandable. So I thought there was a problem, but if that is your signature, congratulations, Amira. It looks very nice, okay? So nice. Ivan, Zamira, Sylvie, are you clear about the email? Please let me know. Do you have any question about emails?
So clean, teacher.
All clear. Sylvie, all clear?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. And Zamira?
Yes, it's clear.
Excellent. Congratulations. Let's carry on now because today, yeah, I believe we're not gonna have time to do both, but I'm gonna give you a brief explanation of both. And then please, you are going to do just one of the next 2 exercises. So give me a second and let me put it over here now.
Teacher, when we have an evaluation, what time we have for writing an email, a letter? That's the problem.
Okay,
Time.
that's
The
a good
time is very
question.
short. Yeah.
It's actually 20 minutes, 20 minutes for each. 20 minutes for the email, 20 minutes for the story. Or the
And
article.
the word is 100?
100, yes, the word is at least 100.
Okay, for practice writing an email and the time, inside the time. Over.
Yeah, sure. It is really important, right?
Because I am a lent person.
You're a slow person when
Very
you're
fast.
writing?
Yeah.
Okay, probably because you need more time to think about that, right? To recall the words.
Yeah.
But I believe in general that you're gonna do it. I believe that 20 minutes is okay. Tops, you can try 25 minutes too. 25 minutes, you can also try that, but in general, 20 minutes is correct, okay?
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Yes, so let's carry on and let's continue to the next part that this is the story and the article. Yeah. My dear students, what is the difference between them? Okay, the story and the article for sure, they also require a lot of vocabulary, a lot of imagination, and a good style. The story, my dear students, this is a little more informal, the story. And what you need to check whenever we are doing a story is that most of the story must be in past tenses. Once upon a time there was, there used to be, it used to have, there used to be, yeah. Remember, a story must use past tenses. That is essential whenever we are writing a story. Obviously, my dear students, you need to use a lot of linking words or connectors. Linking words or connectors, they are essential too whenever we are writing a story. Because for sure, remember, they need to have a good organization. Whenever we are writing a story, you need to separate the paragraphs according to the event, right? That is the part of the story. I am going to share you an example. And what about the article? In the case of article, my dear students, remember, your article, it's usually about your opinion. It could be an opinion article. So in that case, what is really important, my dear students, you need to check that this is mostly in present tenses. Present tenses, they are essential. You need to check, you need to remember that. Also over here, my dear students, you need to have like a little bit more formal language. Because if you write an article is usually used to be posted on a magazine or maybe on a social network. So that's why you need to use more formal language. Okay? So, article story. Article story. Let me share you an example of a story. And here it goes. Okay, let me share you. Let me put it over here and let me write it over here now, the article. Yeah, the instruction for the article, it is usually like this. Take a look. Okay, so take a look. Here we have the article. Articles wanted. My favorite restaurant. Do you have a favorite restaurant? What makes it such a place to eat? Is the place, the food, the staff, or all of these things? What would make it even better? Tell us about it. I believe this, my dear students, is easy because remember, we already practiced doing the restaurant review. Do you remember, Ivan? Do you remember the restaurant review?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, what is the only difference with a restaurant review? In this case, you need to separate into paragraphs according to that, okay? So remember, whenever we are writing articles, we can separate into three main paragraphs. The introduction, in this case, the first paragraph with the introduction. The second part, the main content, the second paragraph. And finally, for sure, the conclusion. Introduction, main content, and conclusion. introduction, main content, and conclusion. So if we are writing about my favorite restaurants, you can start with that, okay? With an introduction. So tell me, in your case, Sylvie, what would it be the best way to start an introduction paragraph? Yeah, what would you write, Sylvie?
The topic?
And the topic for sure is the restaurant. So, but in the first paragraph, what would you say? How would you start your paragraph?
Description? General description?
Excellent, like a brief description about that restaurant, okay? So, for example, if you want to be more persuasive, you can say, if you want to eat a delicious food and enjoy a beautiful view of the nature in an amazing okay, if you wanna eat a delicious food, enjoy a beautiful view of nature in an amazing environment, I have to recommend you, I definitely recommend you visiting. Yeah, and you can do it like that, okay? Remember, you need to be very persuasive about that. Okay? So in your case, Sylvie, I believe that you told me that your favorite restaurant was located there, right? Near your house or in the same area or no?
Yeah, 1 quarter. Two quarters.
Okay, so do you consider that if you want to write an article about a restaurant, would you like the people to go there to visit that place?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So I believe this is clear, right? What about the main content? In the main content, for sure, you can do the description. In that case, you can do like a long description about the restaurant. So this restaurant offers a big variety of food. Yeah, and remember, you need to be very, very clear about all the things of the restaurant, right? The variety of food, also about the atmosphere, about the service, about the waiting time, all what we saw, all what we check about the restaurant reviews. Okay, Sylvie?
Okay, teacher. And the location, what is
The location for sure, right? It is really important to put
uh-huh,
it over here in the
at
main
the
content.
but when they start or at the end in the main content? No problem?
Introduction. I believe it would be better to write it at the introduction. Yeah. Recommend you visiting. For example, you can say Pacos. Let's say the name of the restaurant is Pacos in Puerto Quito. Yeah, just for example.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I consider it will be better to write it at the introduction. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Super. And finally, the conclusion. Let's go, Zamira. If you're talking about a restaurant, what would it be the best way to end your article, the conclusion, to conclude your article?
Maybe another recommendation about the food, the recalcar lo bueno que es.
Oh, sure, right? Like reinforce, recalcar, like bust, like rebost why you consider this restaurant is very good, right?
Yes.
Excellent. So if you do remember, this is the last part, okay? You can say, as a conclusion or in conclusion, if you want to have a premium experience, if you want to have a premium experience at a low price, you can visit this restaurant. Yeah, remember, because it offers all, what you need. Okay, got it?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And just to finish, my dear students, we are going to do the last part, and this is the story. In the case of the articles, it is a little bit easier because remember, articles are usually about topics that you know. Topics about, for example, restaurant, about movies that you know, maybe about a holiday, maybe about a place, about a country. But in the case of stories, stories are usually stories usually require more imagination. Yeah, this is the example of the story, okay? Take a look. Your English teacher has asked you to write a story. Your story must begin with this sentence. I saw the advert for a talent show and decided to apply. This is the first part. This is the introduction. And after this, you need to write your story using this, thinking about that, okay? Remember, this is all imagination. For this exercise is all your imagination. I saw the advert for a talent show and decided to apply. So, in this case, my dear students, your story must continue with that first part. I saw the advert for a talent show and decided to apply. So we can say, let's suppose that is a talent show. I've always been very talented at the sax or the clarinet. I believe this is clarinet. So I decided this would be the best way to prove my talent. Okay, remember your story must be linked to the first sentence. What do you say? Tell me, Ivan, do you consider that you have a lot of imagination, that you're able to write a story?
Just because an imaginary situation is false, so I can talk about any topic that I want.
Excellent, right? But remember, is imaginary is false, but it gotta be linked. It gotta be linked to what the instruction says. Obviously, you can say right after this. I decided to be the best pro to prove my talent, and you can carry on, okay? It was a rainy day. It was a sunny day. Use your imagination because remember, this is a blank Canva. In this blank Canva, you can put your ideas. What do you say, Sylvie? Do you consider that you have a lot of imagination to write a story?
No, teacher.
No imagination?
A little.
A little, okay. So between an article or a story, which one do you prefer?
Before I prefer a story, but now with your explanation, I prefer article.
Because in the article, no much imagination, right? I believe this is something that
Yeah,
you already know.
exactly that I know than describing. I taking care about the sequence, the three important points of view, introduction. I see more easy. The article.
Okay. You saw that you consider that the article is easier. Okay, thank you. And what
But
do you
with
say?
your explanation, because in the story you need to concentrate for the sequence of the time and the person what I writing with a third person or first person. No.
Okay, yeah, sure, got it, Sylvie. I believe that in the story, you need to be more careful about those little details, right? About the
Yeah.
sequence in time.
Mhm.
Obviously, and
And
here, for example, Sylvie, repeat, there was a problem. Can you repeat again?
el tiempo y de la persona en la que hablo, primera persona, tercera persona, debo mantenerme, entonces le veo más complicado.
Okay, the grammar for
Oh, yeah.
this. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Thank you. And what do you say, Zamira? What about you? Do you prefer a story or an article?
A story is good for me. It's okay for me. I think that I have to put myself in that situation and write, just write, no more.
Excellent. Yeah, remember, a writer is like an artist. You use your idea to write the story. So obviously, you need to think, you need to imagine that you have that story. You need to imagine the characters, the location, the time. I personally believe that story is more exciting because, as I said, you need more imagination, but obviously it's a little bit more difficult because you need to be careful about the grammar, right?
Yeah.
Don't forget
It's true.
here in the story, we always need to use the linking words, the connectors. As for example, after that, super común, después, after that, next, a continuación. Cuando terminamos, when we finish our story, we can say finally or in the end, right? Obviously, those are connectors that we can use to put the correct sequence to your story. In the case of the article, you don't need that exactly because remember, this is not a story. This is more like your thoughts, your ideas, right?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so Ivan, Zamira, and Sylvie, are you ready to write or not ready?
Yes, I am ready.
I'm
Yes,
ready
teacher.
to practice.
Ready to practice, yes. Remember, because this is a practice. Okay. Yes, please. I'm going to share you a link. I believe that Sylvie, in your case, we already have used that link, but in the case of Ivan and Zamira, we haven't practiced using Write and Improve. But don't worry because it's not that difficult, okay? Yeah, please, you can open that link, Write and Improve, comenzar a escribir, start writing. And you need to choose the correct, the level intermediate. Let's go on intermediate. Yesterday, we already did the email, but now here we have some tasks. We're going to search the one that says an article or a story. Yeah, for example, here we have an article. Articles wanted ways of listening to music. What's your favorite way of listening to music? For example, record or download it onto a device. What do you like about this way of listening? Yeah. You need to find article or story. Article or story. I believe mostly are articles. La mayoría son articles. Aquí tenemos, here we have a celebration. You have seen this announcement in an English language magazine for teenagers, Stories Wanted. We are looking for stories for our new English language magazine for teenagers. Your story must begin with this sentence. And your story must include a friend or a celebration, okay? Yes. Here we have a little bit more challenging. Aquí nos ponen un poquito más del desafío de 140, 190, pero 120, 130 está bien, okay? Is correct. No problem. So Sylvie, Ivan, Zamira, are you ready? You tell me if you have any problem, please.
No problem, teacher.
No problem, okay? Sylvie, Zamira, please.
Oh, it's okay for me.
Okay, nice. And Sylvie?
Yeah.
Are you
Okay,
going to write the article, Sylvie?
yes, teacher.
Okay, listo. Entonces, tenemos tiempo. We still have time. If you have any question, any problem, please let me know.
Teacher, for a story, we have most use past tense.
Excellent. Remember, for this, we gotta use past or narrative tenses. Past tense, past continue. Okay, past simple, past continuous, past perfect. All of them, okay?
Teacher, in my article, the recommendation is the 300, 300 palabras, dice.
300 words, really? No. But are you
Yes.
intermediate or advanced?
Yeah.
I believe you selected advanced. For intermediate,
Yeah.
it is usually not that much.
Okay. Me fui muy avanzada.
Yes, ya mismo, almost, okay, almost.
Es que el número 3 ya coge avanzado. Sería el 2 nomás, ¿no es cierto?
Yes, el number 2. Got it.
Teacher, I finished, but I don't know if it's okay.
You finished. Okay, so can you share your screen, please? Can you share your screen and we can check? Okay, got it. So can you please click on check? If you want to see if you have any problem, can you click on check? So Ben looked at his phone, smiled, and immediately left the building. It was a sunshine day. It was relaxed and fresh. Ben was okay over here. Ivan, you can check. You're gonna click on feedback, and you can check the corrections. Remember, this uses artificial intelligence to identify what are the mistakes. Okay. Listo, take a look. As you can see, there are some words that probably are not correctly or properly written. Ben looked at his phone, smiled, and immediately, okay. Immediately es con double M, por eso te jode ahí la corrección de correction. Lo puedes corregir. You can correct this over here. Thinking about, excellent. También a preposition, thinking about, thinking about. When a beautiful girl got into the class. Yeah, creo que quisiste decir en la clase, ¿no? Into his class. Ben was very nervous, spelling correct, but he had a brilliant idea. The brilliant idea. Brilliant. Y también that, ¿no? He has that. Está en Spanish. He's in Spanish. Yeah. Listo, tú lo puedes corregir. You can check lo que te indica aquí. Puedes corregirle acá, en esta parte, en this section.
Okay, teacher.
Listo, and you can check again. Remember, my dear students, this site uses artificial intelligence so that you can check which are the mistakes that you did. And remember, according to the corrections, you can check and you can correct to do it better. So thank you, Ivan. Can you please stop sharing? And for